In Saginaw, Michigan, a local manager yells at two girls he's just thrown out of his store for shoplifting. A nearby shopper begins filming as one of the girls' mothers comes to pick them up. But the manager isn't done with the neighborhood teens just yet.
I don't care if you stole anything or not. How dare you? You stole children. Listen, I'm not done talking to you, lady. How dare you teach those kids to scream at your elder like that?
As he gets angrier, the manager goes from friendly shopkeep
Don't you ever come in my store again.
to a screaming disciplinarian.
You should be embarrassed, and you should be sorry. And how dare you say something to me about something and you are teaching them children how to speak to your mother?
Before the manager walks away, he lifts a can of the air freshener the girls tried to steal,
Get yourself together.
and he sprays some at them.
Call them, send them up here, bitch. Call them right now. Call the police. Call them. Because, bitch, I'm crazy.
She's pregnant.
I don't give a
She's pregnant.
Bitch, what I want you to do is do something. I will whoop your ass.
The alleged shoplifters get in the manager's face, but he seems unfazed, even as they feign injuries.
Hey, you maced her.
I'm not the one.
You maced her. I can't see.
And they're going to believe a bunch of
I
people.
can't see.
The manager eventually walks away, and the girls leave, but not without some parting remarks.
You traitor. You just maced me. You're going to jail.
The police are called, but no charges are filed against the manager or the alleged shoplifters. And although the manager is fired, days later, his meltdown goes viral, and he briefly becomes a celebrity in the neighborhood, allowing him to steal something of his own: the spotlight. Rapid City, known as the City of Presidents, lies just a few miles from Mount Rushmore. But in this city of presidents lies a neighborhood run by a lady in pink, and she's letting whatever power she thinks she has go all the way to her headband. Neighbors Marissa Silva and her family are tired of living under her tyranny and are ready to give the lady in pink her pink slip. Marissa enjoys visiting her mother and stepdad Andy. She also enjoys visiting her parents' neighbor.
She at first was very friendly with my mom, very welcoming with both of us. And then it was just like a flip of the switch.
We've got it all fixed up and ready.
The sheriff's department's tired of
All you
you.
have to do is call the lawyers. Bam, you're out of here, buddy.
My mom's boyfriend was a mechanic, and so he'd be working on his car out in the garage, and she had such an issue with it. Would come over and say, "That's an eyesore. Nobody wants to see that. This is a nice neighborhood. You can't do that kind of thing." And so she had all these rules: no barbecuing on your driveway, no working on vehicles in your garage, being parked on the street too long in front of the house, too many people parked on the street at the same time. She even called the cops one time, and there's nothing that they could do. And I think it irritated her that she couldn't do anything and we weren't going anywhere. It was just ridiculous.
It all comes to a head one summer afternoon when Marissa, her mother, and Andy are outside in their driveway.
It was 4th of July weekend, and they had bought a new barbecue, and so we were all out front in the driveway, and we were building it. She had come over and started yelling at, "You can't build that out here." She just went off from there.
We have an attorney, and we have the cops after. They said every time like this goes on, we're supposed to call them enough times, and then they're going after.
Call them.
Oh, you shut the up.
In the video, you can hear my mom in the background just screaming at her from across the street.
Oh, bad, bad, bad. I'm really scared of you guys. Really scared of you. Woo!
Up until now, Marissa's stepdad Andy is relatively quiet.
Andy.
Stop and listen for a second. I'm gonna slap a lawsuit against you. Do you understand that?
He started walking towards her, and I was like, Andy, like I was scared. I was like, nobody needs to touch anybody. She has a headband on. I don't know what kind of Jane Fonda she's gonna do. So it was just kind of an intense situation.
Listen
Because
to
you're
me.
so illegal living here, you got more than one family, you're not even married, so we can have you kicked out anytime.
Negative.
By the lawyer.
Negative.
Positive.
Negative.
Positive.
Negative.
Positive.
Negative.
Positive.
If this was to go on any longer, I knew my mom would probably go over and lay her out.
You might want to
You
look at
have
your
no
laws
say
first.
so in it. We got the lawyers.
Obviously, you're not that smart then.
Yeah, you are.
Your bylaws are
No, they're not.
As the two continue arguing, the attacks turn more personal.
for legal.
guys are so sick and jealous. You are so sick and jealous of everybody. You have
Jealous of what?
Everybody. You don't have two nickels to rub together. We're building a brand new home. Are you building a brand new home? You're a zero. You guys are just so freaking weird. Nothing but troublemakers.
Luckily, Marissa and her parents don't need to deal with the lady in pink anymore.
She and her husband ended up selling their house and moving. It was nice. It was like a breath of fresh air, and I didn't have to worry about when I was going to visit. We had a huge barbecue on the driveway. It was just one of those moments where everybody finally could not worry about being harassed.
Oh, you shut the up.
And Marissa had some advice for anyone else under the thumb of a neighborhood bully.
Stand your ground. Standing up for ourselves was the best thing that we could have done. I wouldn't have done it any different way.
Marissa and her family will continue to rebel against made-up neighborhood rules. One lady in pink at a time.
Negative.
Positive.
Negative.
Positive.
Negative.
Positive.
Negative.
Positive.
They say familiarity breeds contempt. When neighbors and drinking buddies living in a motel in Plattsburgh, New York, share everything, including walls, it's not a matter of if someone's going to get on your nerves, but when.
If I lived off my old lady like you did, I feel sorry for myself.
Not so surprisingly, this isn't the first time these two have aired their grievances in front of their entire community, who are well acquainted with their neighbors' antics.
You owe me $40 and you're both scum. You ain't getting it now. I don't want it, because you know why? I paid your rent, you scumbag.
Before long, a companion of one of the men joins the feud.
Yeah, I'm looking right at that one.
This dude is funny.
Get back to your place, you SSI loving. Get the over there right now. I will call the cops and have your ass arrested, you pig loving mother. Fuck your dick. I didn't even touch her. So get out of here.
Momentarily speechless, one man picks up a chair to make his point loud and clear.
Oh! Oh!
Surprisingly, the chair doesn't help the situation, and another friend swoops in to lend a hand, or two.
Get off.
With both men now down on the ground, neighbors finally step in to break up the fight.
Bitch!
Now you gotta go to the hospital.
Oh, you hit him with the chair, though.
Now there's some new unfinished business across the street. Thoroughly annoyed by the first woman, one of her neighbors has entered the fray.
What's going on, you?
With no chair handy, she settles for a bottle of water to make her point.
I gotta go get
By the time police arrive, everyone has put on shirts and calmed down. In the end, both sides hug it out, decline to press any charges, and go home, ready to fight another day.
Dude smashed him with a chair, and he's not pressing charges or anything. Damn. Look at him. Wasted. Stay tuned, because we're gonna have round 5, 6, and 7 tonight, I bet.
In Oceanport, New Jersey, retiree and keen photographer Ruben Martinez loves to take his dogs Ruby and Oliver to the shore to capture the beautiful sunsets. However, today,
No, go ahead and say that again. Go ahead.
Here, take my
Go
picture.
back to and where I came from?
Yes,
really?
where you came from.
I'm an American.
when Ruben, who is Mexican-American, parks his car in a public spot at the end of this cul-de-sac, a woman and her neighbor start yelling at him. Fearing for his own safety, Ruben starts recording.
Here, take my
Go
picture.
back to and where I came from?
Yes,
really?
where you came from.
I'm an American.
Realizing he's being filmed, one neighbor decides to leave, But the woman is up close and agitated.
Wherever you came from, go back there. Long Branch.
That is so racist.
As the neighbor refuses to back down, the confrontation becomes even more tense.
Get the out of here. Wherever you came from, go back there.
What a racist...
Go back there.
My home that I bought and paid taxes for
Yes?
is in West Long Branch.
Okay.
West Long Branch is the next town over, but this neighbor is riled up and just won't quit.
Your
You
finger
and your
out of my
bad
face.
dogs.
They're small
Okay?
little dogs,
I don't
okay?
care. They're disrupting the entire neighborhood.
I can't believe that somebody
Okay?
could
You're
be
aggravating. Your dogs are aggravating.
I'm aggravating?
And you're aggravating. So take your camera, take your selfie stick, take your dogs, and get the out of here.
What is your name?
My name is Rita.
Like, okay, so I have your permission to post this?
Absolutely.
Okay, great. That's really nice.
Absolutely.
After this video goes viral, Rita moves away, and Ruben relocates to Reno, Nevada, where he is welcomed by his neighbors, can photograph more beautiful sunsets, and walk his dogs in peace. Huffman is a rural community about an hour northeast of Houston, and it's where Sam Parks and his family have called home for more than 30 years.
My family was one of the first few families out on this road. Our neighbors are about as an equal mix of Americans as anybody could ever hope to get.
But it turns out trouble has been brewing next door for decades.
This feud has been going on with my neighbor now for 22 years.
Even though his original feud was with an older generation, Sam finds himself still clashing with their kids.
He's gonna lay my ass out, you hear that?
What started in the early 90s as an argument in the woods has now become near daily fights that are triggered by almost anything.
You was in your travel trailer.
What are you gonna do?
And I come outside.
Talking
way over
right.
here.
Every time you come out to talk about me and trigger me?
That's the Dunning effect. That's when somebody's so stupid they don't know how dumb they are.
Some of their most frequent fights are started because of the neighbors' dogs.
When they got their puppies, I expressed to my neighbor's husband, there's a leash law in Texas. You have to contain your animal.
You better if you kept them dogs put up like the leash law requires you to.
He got mad and bucked up and said, well, look, if you've got a problem with it, you just call the dog pound. And so we did. And the dog pound came and gave them a warning. The next day, they took that warning, tore it up, and threw it in our yard.
After the animal control incident, the neighbors decided to step up their technology in this neighborhood war.
My daughter came and told me that my neighbor was installing cameras, and she knew from the location that it would be a problem.
And as you can tell, it's pointed directly into our yard. How up is that? So why are you pointing cameras directly in my yard?
Her placing that camera was just disgusting.
You have to invade my yard.
No, I'm not invading your yard.
Yeah, what's your camera showing? Right?
It shows you acting like
Right into my daughter's window.
With the neighbors pointing multiple cameras directly into his yard, Sam comes to the conclusion the cameras are only there to rile him up.
And so this is how you go with people.
The camera vantage point that she put up there was to instigate my anger. It was to draw my ire. I'm seeing war crimes, neighborhood war crimes.
With verbal threats and camera surveillance escalating, events come to a head at the fence line with his neighbor's uncle.
He was calling me out.
Come on, parasite! Talk some
When I walked over there, I knew where that incident could end up. That had already been calculated.
The neighbors yell back and forth at one another when suddenly the uncle has heard enough.
You want to come out in the yard?
I'm right here, bitch!
No, you want to come out of your yard?
For what? I can hear you. You're so stretched out. I can hear you. What do you need to say? Oh, real cool, bud.
Yeah, like kids do.
Come on, Brick. Yeah, that's what you can do.
Since the wire shelf showdown, Sam has continued to record his neighbor's antics for his own safety, but he sees no end in sight to this long-standing feud.
Do I see a way for peace? Peace would be a for sale sign. Peace would be an open house next door. I have an allergy to those people. There's no amount of Benadryl that will cure my allergy. Only solution is they move.
You got your own video.
Worried?
No, I ain't worried.
You need to be.
Can you shut up and let's end this?
Randolph, New Jersey, where 42-year-old David Timpanero has lived peacefully for 10 years with his wife and son. Until now.
Can I help you? Can I help you?
I would say our town has been pretty low-key for many years. Recently, everything has changed. Just a lot of disagreements around politics.
This year, David places a sign in his yard for his preferred candidate in the Board of Education election, as he's always done. But one morning, he wakes up to find an unknown neighbor has put another sign in his yard for a candidate he does not endorse.
I don't like people just putting things on my property without asking me. It gives the perception that I'm aligned with that belief of whatever that person stands for.
At first, David thinks the sign has been put there because he lives on a busy intersection. But when he sees someone recording his reaction from across the street, he suspects the sign was put there to antagonize him.
Can I help you? Can I help you?
If it's the woman I'm thinking it is, I know that this is just bad news waiting to happen. As she gets to her car, her daughter jumps out of the car. And that moment is when I realized who it was.
Oh, there we go.
David recognizes the pair as his neighbors, a mother and daughter who he has a long-running feud with about local politics.
You want a phone call from my lawyers, Dave?
Once I realized who it is, it's like, of course it's them. And I didn't like it at all. They've bitten off more than they can chew.
I'm gonna call the
I told you once, leave me alone, don't come near my home, or it's considered harassment, and here you are. Thank you for coming by.
Dave, I'm calling the police on you.
I know I didn't do anything wrong, but I'm obviously nervous. I'm nervous because I don't know what she's capable of.
And by the way, now you're taking a picture of inappropriate pictures of me because of what I am wearing. So guess what? Now I'm really calling the police on you.
Cool. You wear it outside and come by my house.
I tried to stay calm, end the situation, and walk away, but I started shouting back and screaming back at her.
I knew you did it, Eliza. I knew you did it. I knew it. I knew it. Don't you ever come by my house again? Stop where you are. Stop where you are right now. You came over here with the intention. I don't give a what you did. You came over here intentionally to harass me.
No, I did not.
Get the out of here. When the cops come, I'll be sitting there. Because I knew you were coming.
Finally, the duo leave. Later, they file a police report alleging sexual harassment by Dave. But as they turned up to his property, the police take no action. However, now it's awkward when he runs into them around town.
I've completely avoided them and ignored them.
It turns out that both their candidates are elected to the Board of Education. But in the future, he hopes his neighbors will respect each other's opinions.
I hope at some point our community can get past this. If you want to get things done, we have a better chance of getting it done together than working against each other.
You want a phone call from my lawyers, Dave?
In Paso Robles, California, hanging out at the neighborhood skate park is a rite of passage for 15-year-olds like Justin Correa, even though it's not always the safest place to be.
Our nickname for it is called Scum Park, and scum is like another word for like a not so nice area, kind of more dangerous area. It's some crazy stuff happens down there sometimes.
Justin and his friends are filming each other doing tricks, but their day does a 180 when a much younger neighborhood kid shows up.
I'm guessing he's like 10, nah, younger than that. I say around like 8 to 10 range or something like that, but he just starts taunting us. He's picking up our boards, throwing them.
I think he's up.
Insulting us even.
You, I'm a skateboard master.
Not my board, dude. Can you please leave? Please just go away until this is over.
After Justin and his buddies tell the younger kid to beat it, he runs to his mom, who is waiting nearby, and says they swore at him. She appears in a fury.
How old are you?
All the time I hear people saying bad words to him over here.
You dumbass.
So the mom comes over to us and she's definitely feisty or angry. She's going off on us. She's telling us to not say bad words and don't say bad words around her kid as she's saying bad words to us in that same exact sentence.
And if F-bombs aren't enough,
I should not be asking a mom these kind of questions.
she's about to start a generational war.
You know, I used to skate. I don't skate anymore. It's none of your damn business. Why? But we were actually more respectful to each other. We respected each other. You guys are punks nowadays.
Hey, I didn't do anything, ma'am.
Are you videoing me?
Mama, can I ask you something? He's gonna put that on YouTube and he's videoing me.
Hey,
The mom may say she doesn't care, but once she realizes her foul-mouthed tirade is being recorded, she starts to chill out.
At 8 years old, when you guys were 8, don't you remember trying to
he was
fit
getting
in?
in our way. I almost ran into him.
Tell him to get the out of the way. Tell him just to leave. Or, you know, just do whatever you gotta do. You don't have to be mean to a kid to tell him to get out of the way.
I think the mom calms down because we didn't respond back with as much force as she did. So I think it was us two that made her calm down, but she might have also just gotten a lot of that emotion out.
Now mom's run out of steam, and the pair leave the park. Justin and his neighbors return to shredding, knowing that they were the ones acting like the grown-ups in the park today.
The advice that I have for the kid is be conscious of your actions, you know, live life. One day I hope to see the kid up and shredding. You know, he can come skate with us. I don't mind. We can all be friends.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood in Costa Mesa, California. Perfect for cruising around in the sunshine. But for these unlucky teens, one grumpy neighbor has come along to darken the mood.
You're dumber than a box of rocks. You're not wearing a helmet. I'll call a cop on you, buddy. One. All right, go for it.
What did he do wrong?
He's doing 50 miles an hour.
According to this guy, the speed limit applies to everyone, no matter how impossible.
50 miles an hour.
On a bike?
10 miles an hour. Just drive off.
Sensing serious discipline is needed, the man raises the stakes even higher with an ominous warning.
What are you gonna do? Sons of bitches. I happen to be one of the guys on board. Okay. You want to be fined? I can do that. Why are you getting in our face for it? Because this damn thing is going too fast. It's two-stroke.
Unfortunately for him, the kids don't seem to care about his high-ranking position within the neighborhood.
So stop being dramatic. I'm not. You stop being dramatic. How? We're not going 50. You were doing 50. That doesn't even go 50. That goes 15.
Even the chairman of the board can't argue with physics. Instead, he makes a dire prediction.
Whoever lives here or whoever owns this will be fined. Okay. Because I'll make sure that it happens. Yeah, I'm sure you will. Okay. You seem like the type. Yeah, I am the type. Yeah, I guess. Stop it. And put a helmet on your head. We don't have to buy. Hey, buddy, you asked for it. Yelling at minors, where they're done.
Bye.
Yeah.
So let that be a lesson. When riding a bike around your neighborhood, stay below 50 miles an hour, or else. Living miles apart from each other, the only thing the residents of North Plains, Oregon prize more than the scenery is their peace and quiet. These men testing out their new powered parachutes find out the hard way what happens when they mess with the sound of silence.
There was somebody right over my property. So that you can have some fun. You're gonna endanger. You don't even live here.
Oh my God.
Unregulated by the FAA, these operators are still responsible for knowing the rules of the sky, including no trespassing in their neighbor's airspace.
You own property out here? What gives you the right? I just want to know, what gives you the right?
We can't talk. We're just flying. We're just flying.
Oh my God, we're just flying. Let me just come ride my horse in your backyard. How would you feel about that?
Her usual serenity destroyed, the buzzing engines are on her very last nerve.
How about if I come in the back of your yard? Would you like that?
This isn't the first time residents in this area have tangled with joyriders invading their atmosphere.
Go to the airport and yell at all the pilots.
They have filed permission with FAA and they don't fly over my property.
You cannot see nothing of that guy flying out there.
He's flying right over my property right now. He's not allowed to without a runway. I know the rules.
Let this be a lesson to all powered parachute pilots. That one open field might be in the middle of nowhere, but somewhere there are neighbors who like it that way. when it comes to fights between neighbors, the pettiest argument can turn into a serious confrontation.
I don't give a how big you are. I'll kick your ass.
He said beat the...
I will kick your ass, and don't touch me.
Hit me.
I'm not gonna hit you, because I know where I'm going if I hit you.
These neighbors are heated with one another after the taller one allegedly stole, of all things, his neighbor's Pop-Tarts.
Hey, touch me again, I will hit you, man.
Their group of buddies from around the neighborhood are recording the entire clash. Suddenly, the verbal threats take a physical turn.
I tell you, I knew it was gonna happen.
Despite their difference in size, the smaller neighbor isn't backing down. In fact, he may even have the upper hand.
Dad keeps beating your ass. Dad keeps beating the out of you. Dad keeps beating your ass.
The two go to the ground, where the taller one's size is much less of an advantage.
Don't let him do it.
They get back to their feet.
Jay, put that down. Quit being a bitch.
The taller one swings his keys wildly at his neighbor. But the original Pop-Tart owner shows no signs of backing down, bringing the fight back to the ground and punching his foe in the temple.
Ooh, damn.
The two separate to catch their breath, while the neighborhood watches on and roasts their buddy for fighting dirty by using his keys.
No, you broke them bitches off. That was a ass move. I can't even give you props for that one. Hit nobody with your key.
And with the fight over, the neighbors are able to talk a bit about what led to the scuffle.
Hit me first.
Hey, what happened?
Hey.
The neighbors go their separate ways and don't confront each other again. This man proves that if you mess with his food, it's not about the size of the neighbor in the fight. It's about the size of the fight in the neighbor.
Ooh, damn.